Welcome again to our channel, The Enemy of Success. As you know, my name is Seraphine and I'm with my husband.
Sera Sarge.
So thank you so much for
Honey,
all the comments.
You look so white.
Because you are white.
No, it's the lighting, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So how comes I'm not turning white if it's the light?
I think you are.
Okay. I would like to say thank you so much for all the comments we got from the last video we made. The video was about the first enemy of your success was not knowing what you want in your life. And we got many messages in private or on our channel. Some people asking us to help them understand how they can discover who they really are or what they want. So today, that's what we're going to talk about. Just you need to know that there's no easy way or simple way or a formula like you can use to know like, oh, this is me. It requires time and it requires to it just requires time with yourself first, because many times we just allow the world to define who we are, asking our friends or go with what the world say you are. But to really know who you are, it takes time with yourself, understanding yourself. That's the first thing. And from the experience or the talk or reading the books, one thing that helps to really understand who you are or what you want to do is that one thing you love to do, that you are even willing to do it even if you are not paid for. That one thing you do it easily without any like difficult to perform that, whatever it may be, or that one thing people always compliment you about. That is one indication of what you should be focusing on.
Yeah, and there's no easy way to discover your purpose. You really have to sit down. It's not going to come from the sky and just fall out of the sky one day. Oh, my purpose, I found it. You got to really sit down and uh, with a pen and paper and go through, what do I like to do? What gifts do people tell me I have? And start there. Start with those fundamental questions. What makes you happy? Stuff like that. There's no real one way to figure out your purpose. You really just got to get active with things that you like to do. I think a lot of times our vision for ourselves is intertwined with your purpose. Mm-hmm. So maybe as a child you had a vision of something, but the vision seems so big in your mind that you don't even attempt to do it. You just brush it off. Or like for me, people tell me, oh, you're a great writer. And for a long time I ignored it. To me, what is writing? It's nothing. It's not like a proud gift to have. I wanted to sing. I still can, right?
Oh yeah, let's try Americans Got Talent next time.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I wanted to sing, or just being young and wanting to chase the American, what is it, like, lifestyle, I guess. But I would never found true happiness until I figured out the purpose of why I'm living. And one of the things that helped me was I was watching a show on television, and it was called The Deadliest Catch. And basically they were on a multi-million-dollar ship, and one day the ship stopped working. And so the mechanic came on the ship, they found the problem, and it ended up being like a $20 piece of equipment, like a spark plug or something like that. And in all that, you realize no matter what is small to you, in the big scheme of things, it takes all of us to make this world run. Mm-hmm. And that's, God knows what he's doing. And no matter how small you think it is, when you live in that gift, you will never see happiness the way you'll see that. And for me personally, my definition of success is discovering your purpose and fulfilling it. To me, it's one of the biggest tragedies to go through life and not even know why you existed or what you're living for.
Yes, and that's true because when you don't really know why you were existing or why you are here, like abusing your life, it's imminent. You can it's
Drugs,
easy.
alcohol.
Exactly, you start like abusing your life. You start working with bad companies because you don't know. You are trying to find yourself among your peers, but once you know what you want, it helps you to narrow the focus or to narrow a group of people you want to work with. It helps you to know the people you want to listen to or the books you want to read. One thing I have realized with this age of technology, many times we look up at people on TV, those stars or successful people, and you are trying to be like them. And that's it's not going to happen because you are you. You cannot be somebody else. That being said, it's okay to have somebody that who inspires you. We have people that we look up to. We have books we love to read because they help you to really kind of uh, knowing better what you
Think,
want to think, and
and yeah,
they provoke you to think. They also like helps you to keep
and
on the road.
that's another point too.
Mm-hmm.
When you're reading something, whatever sticks out is something that's in you.
Mm-hmm.
Like my wife could read something that doesn't move her, but when I read it, I'm like, wow, this is powerful because it's in line with my purpose. It's in line with my gift. So when you educate your mind and you read books and stuff like that, it's not just reading the novel. You're exploring your mind, like you're exploring what's inside your mind. And sorry, before we go further, I just wanted to say how it happened for me personally. I was my father was sick with cancer, and I knew kind of what I wanted to do with my life, like, you know, but when he was sick with cancer, I went to Florida to visit him. And while I was there, just one day, I just took out a piece of piece of paper and a pen, and I just started writing like 5 years from now, 10 years from now. And you'll be amazed what comes out if you just sit down and you won't even have to think much. It just flows out of you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really the only way to get inside your heart.
Exactly. He pinpointed something that is really important. You can live the life that you never planned. When you don't have your plan, you live somebody else's plan.
Yeah.
You know, and there are some people who even found themselves in the wrong place because they didn't have anything to do, and somebody come, oh, let's go here. You're just following them and find yourself in trouble just because you don't have plan. So basically, once you take a piece of paper and go inside yourself, consult yourself, and see that one thing you love, as I said, it will help you. It will give you orientation of what you need to do, the books you need to read. That being said, there's one book that I think is really, really
Yeah.
important that it has personally helped me a lot, and I know my husband helped me a lot, and it helped him a lot, and I thank him because he's the one who pointed that book to me, and I
Yeah,
loved it.
it's this Seven Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. It's one of the most amazing books. Like a lot of people, like successful people, will recommend this book. Next to the Bible, this is the next most beat up book that I have. I really go through it, I mark it, I do everything with this book. And the great thing about it is it forces you to do like assignments and stuff. It'll tell you pull out piece of paper, don't even go any further, and sit down and write your business, like your mission statement. Write down your mission statement, your personal mission statement, your values, what do you value, and stuff like that. Like without this, we never take the time to sit down and do that. And I want to mention something. We're in the technology era. And this is a time like no other. Nobody's ever had the world at their fingertips, as they say. My wife can attest to, and Like if I don't know how to do something, I'll get on Google and I'll go ahead and learn how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Even now, I'm cooking in the kitchen. Yeah, I think uh, when I was feeling sick, right? My wife found some potion, I guess, right? Some potion, right? And so she mixed all this stuff up and I ingested it. Ever since that day,
So what happened?
uh,
You get better?
no, ever since that day, I can't stop cooking,
Oh, really?
honey. I have not, like, I wasn't cooking before.
It's not because of what the
No,
treatment
you
I
did.
gave you.
You put something in that. Then.
No.
Yes,
Oh my.
yes. How all of a sudden I'm cleaning
I don't
or I'm
know.
cooking?
I was just treating you from corona's symptoms, whatever.
Wow.
And he's better now. He's cooking. So, okay.
Wait. So what was I on before that? I gotta back up and get.
We were talking about this book, and I was just going to point out that our next video, we want to kind of like go through those 7 habits and just summarize them to you guys. For those who haven't read the book, maybe once you hear all those habits, it may make you want to read the book.
So what I was trying to get at before I talked about my cooking was basically we have the world at our fingertips. Mm-hmm. Information is in front of us. Like if you want to learn how to do something, you just Google it and you can step by step. Nobody's ever had this before the information age. Like you would had to go to books, seminars, whatever. But we're so blessed to have Google to find anything out. Even like for me, I studied how do I find my purpose. I studied that topic for a long time. I read books about it, a lot of books about finding your purpose. The whole point, the Bible says, ask and you shall receive, seek and you shall find. And that's the truth. I remember when I was a smoker, if I was running out of money, I would flip couches over. I would look everywhere for money, like searching so bad if I didn't have the money to get cigarettes. And that's how you truly seek something. Mm-hmm. When you want something that bad, and that's how we should have that tenacity to discover ourselves.
Exactly. One thing else I want to say before we conclude this lesson today is that when you share your vision or your imagination with people, and most of the time they don't get it, especially those you think they should support you. Sometimes they will tell you like that is impossible, don't even try it. And because nobody's in your mind, you are the only one who knows what you want. And believe me, you cannot achieve something, you cannot exceed your plans, you cannot exceed what you have on a piece of paper. So
and it's the other way too, like you said. Mm-hmm. Like you can't achieve it if you don't think of it.
Exactly. In this book, the 7 habits, there's this quote I love a lot. It says, whatever your mind can conceive and I believe accept, something like that, you can achieve. Basically, as he pointed out, we are Christian, so there's a verse in the Bible that says, as the man thinks in his heart, that's how so he is. Yeah. So basically, you are your thoughts. You are those thoughts. You can't really go far beyond your thoughts. So it's better you focus on your thoughts. See those thoughts that keeps coming in your head. That one thing you keeps coming in your head that you want to do. Sit down, write it down, and once you know it, then you can start having like some information about how to do that thing, using Google, using YouTube, contacting some other people you know, reading some books, and I believe that you can be able to figure it out. And again, if you start and fail, it's part of life. Yeah. As we said, there's no shortcut to success. Sometimes you start, you fail, it's okay. It's okay to fail because it helps you to go back and evaluate your plan and see like where
You
did I
don't
go
fail,
wrong.
you learn.
Exactly, we learn from the mistakes, and do not even think that even once you discover your purpose that automatically you're going to get where you want to be. It will still require you to work. And
Yeah, like we just to recap, there's
mhm,
no shortcut.
yes,
It's it takes
start your heart.
seeking.
Hmm.
If you want it, you got to go get it. And nothing's more valuable than understanding why you're alive, why you're
Exactly.
put here.
Hmm.
There's no riches worth that. There's nothing worth that. That is the most important thing you can possess,
Yes,
is that knowledge of who you are.
who you are
Because
and
that
pursue
is
that.
that is your direction for life.
Exactly, and do not think that we have a perfect time to start. Whatever
Yeah.
you discover what you want, just
I
that the
yeah,
starting point. Just you need to start and trust
that's a good
yourself
point.
and trust your gut. And
I came very late. Like I was so distracted by life. Growing up in America with the friends I had and things like that, I was too distracted. Like it wasn't even in my mentality to want to find my purpose. I was just out having fun and this and that. But life goes quick and you
exactly.
mature, and then you realize you wasted a lot of time. You
Hmm.
cannot redeem time. So take your time and use it
That's okay.
wisely.
It
And
is
people,
better late than never, right? So it doesn't matter, as he said, you cannot never redeem the time. The time wasted is time wasted, but you can still use the time you still have because nobody knows how much time you still have. But use that time you have wisely and leave impact. Really, what we want to do is to just once you leave this world, you should leave empty. Just empty
yeah,
yourself out there, share with the world what you had, so that even once you're gone, it can still help in reaching millions of people.
this is the year to be bold. It's 2020. Perfect vision is 2020. This
Hmm.
is the year of vision. So be bold this year.
Hmm.
Like you're never going to have enough resources. You're never going to have enough time or whatever. But I promise you, if you take that step, God will provide. He'll send people in your path to help you. I know that for a fact.
Yep.
It's happened to me many a times. It's just we got to be willing to step into that zone of faith. A lot of us live up to the point where we're able to. Like, we'll go only as far as we're able to provide for ourselves. But it's that zone of faith where God exists and where miracles happen and where abundance is. You
Hmm.
got to step beyond your capabilities and trust God.
Yeah, thank you so much, and leave a comment, share this video, and hit subscribe button. And thank you so much for following us. It's not really following us. We are growing up together. We are
Together.
going to grow together. We want to inspire you. We want to empower you. We want also to learn from you because nobody knows everything. So we are here to learn, and we're here to share what we know. And feel free to share the video. And please, if you haven't subscribe and personalize it. So once we have a new video, you won't miss out. And
Yeah, my passion is to help young people because I
mhm,
wish I would have had this information when I was younger, and they would do so well with understanding who they are.
yes. And as we keep going, we'll be sharing our personal stories and how we are here. And a person like me, where I was born and what I'm doing right now, it's something I never
And
thought I
how
can
we
do.
met.
And yes, we had, he mentioned that last time, and people are interested to know how we met. So we are going to share that next month. We can agree on the date where we have our ninth wedding anniversary coming next month in June. So to me, that's the best time to share our testimony or our story, how we met. Stay safe.
So, peace, blessings,
And stay safe.
be safe.
We love you.
We love you. Love you.
Bye.
Bye.